Well, greetings. I'm not at the Fredericktown Homestead today. I'm at a Sunday funeral in Middleburn, Ohio, community that I used to haul a lot for. I haven't hauled for them anytime recently, but used to take them out to uh, Missouri and Iowa. Yeah, life is in a state of change right now. Not sure what is going to happen next. Uh, Not sure at all. Don't know where I'm going. I know that we have to leave the farm probably around the first of the year. Uh, Gary and Mike and their family, they're going to be out of there, they tell me, probably before Christmas. So the animals all have to go. There's a lot of cats. There's bear dog. There's 2 sow pigs. Very nice sow pigs. There's 75 egg birds approximately, and about 20 or 25, 22 something roosters for meat. Those are Rhode Island Reds. 3 rabbits. And all them cats. We got quite a few cats that are very handy, very friendly. We got some that are spayed, some that need spaying. Um, they all have to go. Farm is over with. Uh, I didn't see this coming. I really didn't. I was told that we had this place for as long as we needed it. We wanted it. The guy I signed the lease with told me that we could stay there as long as we were making the place better, not worse. And if you've been watching the videos, you can see that we've been improving the place pretty steadily all the way along and trying to make things better. I wasn't real happy with the mess in the front yard, but I've asked Mike and Seth to clean up that mess as best they can before they go. That was a mistake on my part to put firewood in the front yard. I never should have done that. But I thought it could go in that door. And it could have if we'd spent money and bought a new door there. But we didn't. We couldn't. Money just wasn't there for it. We were told way back, I guess in April, not to spend any more money on the farm, that we wouldn't be compensated for any money we spent on the farm. So everything we've done since then, labor and parts and everything, has all been on me pretty much. I paid for everything, and yeah, we found out this week that on Friday that we're no longer welcome there. The farm is worth more as real estate than it is as an educational sort of place. The way that the one brother that had it liked the idea of it being a place where somebody could learn to live, raise their own food, and live sustainably, and learn a new craft, a new skill, and a place where we could all thrive. He was behind that, but there was 4 siblings, and 2 of them wanted to keep the farm. I signed with one of the boys of them and the sister that was also voting on his side that wanted to keep the farm. She died, I guess, in January or February, I'm not sure. And when she died, that swung the vote over to the other side. And the 2 that wanted to liquidate and get what they could out of the farm financially and sell it And the idea they have is to bulldoze the house. They figure there's no reason to spend any money on that house. It's no good for anything. Just let it crumble. Well, we've done a lot of work to that house. We're putting all new windows in. That I knew, right? The guy that's in control now, he told me, don't put the windows in. And I said, it needs new windows. I'm putting new windows in. And at that point, I already had the money from his brother, so we put the new windows in. We didn't charge nothing for our labor. we His brother paid for the windows themselves, and then we did all the labor and all the trim. And he didn't pay for any of the tools or any of the time. Those windows are all trimmed out now in cherry. Now the wood, some of it was his wood. It was in the Quonset hut when I got there. But, of course, I've added to that wood substantially, and probably 50-fold. But, yeah, the windows are trimmed out, and that was all on our own ticket. See, I was just trying to make the place better all the time, trying to teach. Mike learned a lot living there, I think, as far as woodworking and construction and learning all the time. But and that's what the place was all about. That's what we were doing. That's why I wanted to do it, was to share some of my knowledge. But we're out. The owners have changed, and the one that I signed the lease with is no longer in control, and the one that is in control doesn't like me, and I must say I don't like him. I treated him pretty bad. I owe him an apology. When he came in and he says, I'm now the president, I said, well, bully for you. And I called up the guy that I signed with, and I said, your brother's here, and he says he's now the president. And his brother says he's lying. He's been in and out of the insane asylum his whole life, and this is just another one of his crazy dreams. Don't pay any attention to him. And, yeah, that was the information that was going on. And one of the people in the community that I respect a lot, that has known the family all along, for much longer than I have, I asked him about it, and he says, don't worry about this other guy, the brother. Don't worry about him. If something changes, I'll tell you. And, well, nothing changed until Friday, when all of a sudden this all broke loose. Apparently he has been president since the first day he came in, but he didn't tell his brother that. And on the death of his sister, they re-voted and voted him in and voted his brother out. And I treated him pretty poorly. I treated him like somebody that was lying to me. I thought he was lying to me, and it sure did appear that way to me. You shouldn't treat anybody as badly as I treated him, but I did. I owe him an apology, but I'm paying for it because I'm now out of the farm because of it. He doesn't want any part of me. I don't know what's next. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay somewhere nearby so I can still haul. I don't know if I'll be able to stay in the community somewheres. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to happen pretty quick because I got to be out of there by the first of the year. We're paid up through January. Well, I paid the guy that I signed with. I didn't pay anything to this new clown, his brother. But my plan was, this is still unfolding, but when I learned of all this, I thought, well, what I'll do is on January 1st, I'll go over there and give them the rent for January, and he'll probably throw it back in my face. But now with Gary and Mike leaving, I'll be all by myself again. And even if I do pay the rent, I'll be alone, and it'll be not worth doing. The only reason it's worth doing is to be able to impart some of my knowledge on somebody that wants to learn how to live sustainably, how to homestead, how to take care of animals, how to whatever I can teach them from my 70 years of experience. Um, yeah, so without somebody to teach, the farm is of very little value, really. It's just a place to sleep. And can't raise animals because when I'm on a trip, how do you keep the animals going, especially in winter? Yeah, I'm at a funeral today. It seems like the funeral of a lifestyle. For me, I don't know. I guess I ask for your prayers. It's it's a hard time for all of us. It's a hard time for Gary and Mike. They've got little Piper, and they're in the middle of homeschooling. It's a hard time for them. Hopefully, they've gained during the time there. I've gained by having them there, but the time is coming to an end. We got to find places for the animals, and we got to be out of there. And the wood, oh, the wood. Oh, you know, I felt so good about collecting up that wood instead of taking money. The mill felt they liked it. I was taking waste from them, really not waste, but they could pay me in wood. They didn't have to pay me cash. And I had stacks of beautiful wood drying in the Quonset hut. It felt like it was of so much more value than money to me to have the wood there, and now it's a burden. Now I got to do something with it, even if it's stack it up and burn it. I can't even do that. There's too much of it to stack up and burn. There's so much wood there. It's amazing. I'm wealthy in wood, but it's all got to be out of there somehow. I don't know. Even the firewood. Look at the firewood that I collected. I've got 2 years' supply of firewood, which is what I wanted. I wanted 2 years ahead, and I am 2 years ahead, I think. But all for naught. All for naught. Well, I don't know where the Fredericktown Homestead channel is going to go. I've enjoyed posting every day. It's been a struggle sometimes to find something to post, but I've done it pretty much every day. There's been a few days that I missed, but very few and far between. And I don't know what's going to happen to it. It never did get off the ground like I hoped. I hoped we'd have 1,000 subscribers by now, but we're less than 660 right now. That's all we got. And we're not a sensational channel. We don't have a pretty girl like Mike Morgan has. We don't have a sawmill. We don't have any equipment per se. We have hand tools and a planer and a lot of wood. And that doesn't build a big subscriber base quickly. I'll tell you it don't. But Thank you for those that followed us, that subscribed, that liked, that commented. We've been trying hard to mucus. We've been trying hard to answer all the comments. That's a challenge. I don't know how the people with thousands and thousands of subscribers do it, but we tried hard to. Got people walking by. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, we ask you prayers and if you want a cat, we got cats. If you want chickens, if you want anything, we've got pretty much everything. I plan to leave there with my van and my shirt on my back. So if there's anything we got that you want, please ask, comment, or message me. And that's where we are today. And as I always say, God bless.